Hey guys, welcome back to the Rohan campaign in Rise of the Riddermark. This is episode 10, and we are on turn 85. Now, just to catch you up from the last stream, we have taken the fight to the goblins. We've had some success so far. We've taken Osten Ethel rather quickly. We've defeated the goblins multiple times. We had a huge battle over here. I'm going to pretend this is pronounced Anin and Oded, but there was a huge goblin army. They definitely outnumbered us quite a bit. It was numbering nearly 9,000 goblins altogether, but we were able to successfully deter them. So now we're going to be pushing our way over to West Khazad-dûm as quickly as possible. And I know from moving my spies about that there is another goblin army marching down south. More than likely, it's going to be pushing towards Anin and Oded, so I need to make sure that I've got EUR and his troops ready to intercept them when the time comes. Now, I've already looked at the stats, and it doesn't look too bad. It's just like basically your typical goblin army, goblin infantry, skirmishers, some archers, and a few warg riders, but numbers-wise, that's really their only strength. Meanwhile, we are literally fielding some of the best troops we possibly can, and our cavalry is completely obliterating the goblins. So we've had a lot of success so far. Alright, what I need to do here next is start moving my cavalry out again. Yeah, and these guys I'm sending back for retraining. I've got these guys over here. And I'll see what I can do about trying to keep this region, because I know we kind of need the income moving forward. We'll start with standing stones for now. I'll need to get Theoden and his troops moving again. I want to try to take out these guys quickly. Alright, and this won't be too difficult. I don't think I can send any more reinforcements, unfortunately.
Yes, my lord. We shall engage. Attack!
Alright, best thing to do is I'm going to go ahead and get all of my cavalry lined up appropriately. Get Theoden and the skirmishers up here. Try to make this as quick as we can. Oh, they've already got the high ground. Yikes. Okay, I didn't realize they were already occupying the high ground up there. We'll have to get going quickly before they start shooting at us. I should get the infantry moving up here. I'm going to try to move my missile cavalry around them really quick. Honestly, Theoden can really take out most of these troops. There's hardly any real resistance to cavalry. Only these guys, and that's about it. The rest will be easy to take out. I'm gonna send in Theoden to deal with the goblins. Let's get you guys lined up quickly. Alright, and this charge will completely demolish them. I just need to get around these archers, because my skirmishers aren't getting any success getting close to these guys.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, I'll get my lancers lined up here. I need these guys to get around these archers. They're kind of annoying. Alright, now head over this way. Let's try to take them out. Oh, I think I'll have to disable the skirmish mode here because they're constantly trying to back away from the archers. So I just need you guys just to go around them. Don't worry about them, they're running away. Go ahead and start sending in the lancers now. We'll do a quick little charge, kind of soften them up a bit. Come on guys, just throw the javelins. There we go. Yeah, they're already dropping pretty heavily there. Theoden just needs to go after the rest of them. Oh, this will be great here. There we go. Powerful charge. There we go. Alright, the archers definitely felt that. Not so much the stalkers, but the archers definitely felt that. Let's get you back up the hill.
If we continue like this,
We'll just quickly charge. Actually, no, let's avoid that. Let's avoid that. Theoden, where's Theoden? You guys can go after the archers. Bring Theoden back, because I need him a lot more. I need to figure out where the general is. His bodyguard's somewhere mixed in with his crowd. Maybe he got further than that. No, those are the sellswords. Alright, I'm going to send in Theoden. Just a moment. Take a little bit of a break. Oh, okay. There's his bodyguard. They're kind of mixed in with the infantry. Alright, let's get you guys out of there.
the enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost
Alright, let's
half
get you
their
guys out of there. Alright, that was a good charge. Theoden, get out of there. In fact, what I need to do is start sending my lances around. We should have left them on this side. They could have taken out those skirmishers by now. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this general now. We can kill him. One powerful charge from the Lancers should be enough. I'm surprised that charge didn't kill him. Alright, we'll send you back. Let's get you guys backing up a bit. And Theoden, I'm going to send you in to finish off the rest of these guys. One charge from Theoden will easily deplete this unit. Okay, perfect. And where is that annoying goblin general?
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Yeah, it's just him all by himself now. Alright, I think we got a good shot of him getting killed. There we go. Alright, I'm not worried about them.
This is a
We
clear
lost
victory.
16 troops, wiped out over 1,500 goblins. Alright, perfect. Now, I'm gonna have to leave the infantry behind, unfortunately, because we need a garrison to keep this under control. And boy, public order is in a really bad spot now.
Yes, my lord.
And it is a little risky, but I'm going to send Theoden over to Khazad-dûm West because we really need to besiege this place now. I think I can get all of you guys in here. Wow, even that's not enough to change it? Yeah, public order is a nightmare there. I could send Éomer. That could help cool things down a bit. Yeah, if Éomer leaves, public order is going to take a bit of a dip here, but not terrible.
Yes, my lord.
So I'll send Éomer up there instead. There we go. That brings income up quite a bit. I can retrain all of these guys. That'll be helpful. This will give Theoden all the room he needs to move his troops to Khazad-dûm.
Yes, my lord.
Now before I commit to this, I'm just going to save it really quick. More than likely these guys will sally forth to try to attack us, but I'd rather let them do that than to prolong a siege for 13 turns. And I'm going to move these guys... Yeah, I'm going to move you guys over here now. It's a shame I can't really get any more cavalry up there. I could probably get you guys moving. Yeah, I'll just move you guys up there for now. There we go. Try to get Theoden as many troops as possible.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, the cavalry, you're just going to make a bit of a leap northwards.
Yes, my lord.
And once I take Khazad-dûm West, I'll let the Khazad-dûm dwarves keep it in exchange for Eisenrun, which I'm very certain they're going to make that exchange. I mean, who wouldn't? Khazad-dûm West for some rinky-dink town in Rohan? Why not? Okay, now before this turn ends, I know there's another battle we have to fight here, because these guys have been dotting around Rohan for quite a while. So I need to stop these guys before they make any more progress. So I'll go ahead and start hitting these guys now, I'm thinking. Let me see, what's the best spot to really hit them at? I think this might be a better spot. I'll try this.
With honor.
Be good if I could send them some infantry. Yeah, that would be helpful. Let's send them some infantry.
Assembling a mighty host.
Now, it's a large host of goblins and orcs, and they got some trolls here too, but nothing too serious to deal with. I don't think the trolls are going to be too much of an issue. We've got the shield maidens with us. Do we? Oh, no, we don't. But we got plenty of AoE skirmishers, so they'll fit the bill nicely.
We attack.
We've got some means of dealing with the trolls. Worst comes to worst, we can always use cavalry to just charge right into them. That tends to kill off a couple at a time. Yeah, it's a decent spot to work with. I'm guessing they're going to be down there, hopefully, because this will give us quite an advantage, height-wise. Alright, no Helminga's archers, unfortunately. We've got a ton of light cavalry that we need to make good use of. So what I'm going to do is just basically set these guys up in a large formation. We need to make good use of the archers early on, so you guys are going to skip on ahead, take advantage of this height here, and just start showering arrows down upon the enemy. Alright, and the generals I'm going to keep back here for now. Oh, you guys are riders of the fold, so I'm going to keep you with the archers too. That just makes sense. The skirmishers we need to keep up here as well. I need you guys to help take care of those trolls, and then we'll keep the lancers in a safe position as well. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and get the infantry set up here first. You guys will go up there. I need you guys to come up here and just dominate the heights. I need the light cavalry to get ready to start charging in on them. We're going to hide in the woods over here. Get the lances up here too. And the skirmishers, I'm going to bring you guys up here, because I got to figure out where those trolls are. Alright, we need to get into position as quickly as possible. Where's my infantry? Yeah, infantry needs to be, like, right up here. Come on. This stupid thing. Come on now. Now, what is it? Why can't I move you guys here? What is this? There we go. Come on. We'll be there quickly. Now, where are those trolls? They're way back there. Probably the best thing to do is to get my skirmishers moving around the flanks a bit. Ah, crap. Alright, I need Aomen to move around here quickly. We need to try to hit that cavalry. Oh, they're already sending missile scouts after us. Alright, I'm gonna start sending in my lancers down this way. We can hit these guys really quick. Actually, wait, you can hold. Yeah, where are my riders? Light cavalry. Yeah, I'll send you guys down. Let's send you guys down to take care of these guys really quick. That ballista's around the corner there. Alright, and that's just infantry, but these are archers, right? Yeah, those are archers. Sending you guys down to kind of charge into these skirmishers really quick. So quick little charge right into their flanks. Maybe if we're lucky we can get these guys to actually attack us instead of us coming for them. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys falling back now. That was a good charge.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, where are my riders? Yep, I need you guys over here. Where's my general, too? Yeah, let's get you guys hitting these archers, then. Get you guys back up the hill so you're out of range. I just want these guys to come down. Oh, crap. No! I gotta stop doing that. What the heck was that? No, get back up here. Why does it keep doing that? It must be the shift key I'm pressing on. Alright, I need you guys to charge down. We gotta find a way to hit this cavalry more. Alright, looks like they're heading up for us now. I'm gonna try to go around here and see if we can hit these ballistas. Might be able to, if we're lucky enough. Alright, let's get you guys back up the hill then. Alright, my light cavalry is ready to start charging downhill. I want to save these guys. I don't want you to waste your ammo on them.
We will smash the enemy.
Gotta save the ammo for the trolls. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can start hitting them now. Oh, crap. Yep, now they're cornered. Get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Why are they not leaving? Guys, leave. Leave. Oh my god, they're not listening. Guys, come on. What are you doing? Leave. Get out of there. Alright, we gotta start hitting these trolls. Alright, better pause this then. Alright, I'm gonna have to start sending down my light cavalry now. Actually, I really should wait. Where are the rest of my archers? We gotta delete this cavalry as well. They're a big problem. Trying my best to try to hit these trolls here. See if these javelins will be any use.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Come on, hit these guys, hit these guys. What's going on over here? Alright, you're doing great. I'm gonna send you over this way and deal with those ballistas now. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys to retreat. The problem is I can't really get a good shot at the trolls because they've got cavalry protecting them. I'm going to send all these guys down now to try to deal with this mess. Alright, you're going to move down here, deal with them. Move down here. No, I don't have any spear. They don't have any spear units. These warg riders are messing up my strategy. You guys just going to have to start falling back. Where the heck are those skirmishers? I just need you guys to hit these trolls. They're going to cause the most damage out of all of them. You guys are going to start charging at the trolls now. Because now we just got to do whatever we can to try to inflict some casualties. We haven't killed a single troll yet. Where's my infantry? That's also a good question. Yeah, you guys just stay where you are. You're doing good. Alright, that was good. But you need to continue pursuing these guys. Yep. Get rid of that ballista crew. Alright, that took down quite a few trolls. Good charge, good charge. Let's get out of there. We can do it again. Fighting in the woods is only going to get worse as we get closer and closer to Mirkwood. And within Mirkwood itself. Alright, did we wreck these warg riders yet? We did. Let's go ahead and regroup. Get back up there. Yep, go back up, go back up. Come on, hit these warg riders. Let's be done with this nonsense. Okay, where's my cavalry? Yep, charge them again. Alright, where are my skirmishers? Yep, I'm gonna have to get you guys to regroup. Get back up the hill. No, spearmen, I didn't want you to move forward. I don't know how I picked you by accident.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Where is Aomen?
Now for wrath! Now for ruin!
Okay, we got a lot of their troops running now. That's good, but the trolls are still a problem.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward. Break the spirit of his army.
Where are my lancers?
We've captured the enemy's general.
Alright.
That'll teach the
Got him
coward
killed
to
off.
turn
That's good.
tail and run.
Or pretty much good is dead. It's just these trolls we have to deal with now. There's still 6 of them left. There were some other wild trolls around here, but now I don't know where they went. Because again, I can't see crap in these woods. Okay, we'll just have to swarm these guys and just kill off the rest. We lose more troops that way, but it's hard to try to get back up here and try to charge downhill again with our cavalry, since we're already at the top. I don't want those guys getting too close to the infantry. I think it is just the trolls left. Won't be that much longer.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Oh, even the Merkwar trolls are running now. I wonder why these trolls have morale, but the others don't. It's like locked in place. There we go. Got rid of those guys. That should be enough right there. I'm pretty happy with those results, so...
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Lost 192 troops, but killed nearly 3,000 orcs and goblins there. Okay, so with that orc army eliminated, this puts me in a good place to start sending these troops back towards the Golden Wood. We'll send the infantry back.
Yes, my lord.
I'll have to merge some of you guys together. There we go. Yeah, we kept casualties pretty light there. It's not too bad. I can definitely send some of these guys back for retraining. I think I'll start with, yeah, just these guys. I'll send you back towards Entwade, I'm thinking. We need to get these guys up towards the Golden Wood. It's going to send you up this way. And Oswey now, let's go ahead and get him moving to the front. We'll just send him this way. And I'm going to start sending this cavalry over in this direction. Before I do that, let me just save this really quick. I don't want to regret these actions here. Let's move you guys this way. Now, ideally what I want to do is not only get all these troops merged with Theodred's army over by the capital, but these guys as well will be a huge boost to his forces, because then we can actually start taking Dol Guldur out on the field itself without any help from the elves or the dwarves in particular. So we'll have a lot more flexibility to bounce around here and just basically hit Dol Guldur wherever we want. And I think we're pretty good on construction. Also, we can't forget about Gondor. Yep, we'll just keep these sieges going indefinitely. My only concern is just how well Gondor is going to fare down here. But I'm not going to take any action just yet. Only when I know there's a good opportunity for Gondor to win a battle. Or at least they could do better if we were there.
Yes, my lord.
But that's my major concern, is just whether or not Gondor can actually hold its southern borders, because instead of punching through Ithilien and across the Anduin, they're now just going through southern Gondor, and that's where I really need to stop them. Because Gondor apparently can't really seem to defend its borders on its own. But the fact that Gondor hasn't lost any of its, key territory at turn 85 is already really good. Like, the fact they're still standing strong right now is very good. Because we'll need them when we eventually start bringing the fight to Mordor itself. We just have to finish everything up with the goblins here. Alright, and as anticipated, I knew these guys were going to come out and fight us. Now, it's a bit of a challenge here, I'm not going to lie. But if we win this battle and take West Khazad-dûm, we'll be in a far better place to finally finish this war against the goblins, even though this will trigger a Doom stack. I'm well aware of that. And we can't even withdraw, because we have no movement points remaining.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle.
Actually, that doesn't make any sense. We should have plenty of movement points to get out.
Regaining the upper hand in this battle.
Okay, we better move these guys up. We'll definitely have a height advantage, that's for sure. I'm going to get you guys moving up here. You guys moving up here. We'll get the Lancers over here. And then Theoden, I want you over here. It's really just the cavalry that we have to look out for. I'm pretty confident that Theoden's cavalry alone will be enough to kind of turn this battle in our favor. I really wish I could have sent more troops, but this is all we can really muster given the lack of movement points we have. Alright, I'm going to start moving in you guys. Let me get you guys moving over here. Actually, the archers really need to start hitting those warg riders. Just avoid the infantry. It's the warg riders we gotta hit, because they're the biggest threat. In fact, I'm gonna get you guys up here more. Alright, skirmishers, do your worst. If we can eliminate the warg riders for the most part before they make contact with our troops, then we'll be in a very good place to win this battle. The only problem is they might end up retreating back into the fortress. Nope, keep hitting the warg riders. I'm going to wait until they start reaching the foot of the hill, and then I'll start charging this bodyguard. Oh, this is a perfect opportunity to kill the general. I'm going to wait until he starts getting to the foot of the hill. Alright, start charging now, Theoden. It might just be the one unit of warg riders they have. I'm fine with that. All we gotta do is just tempt him out this way. Perfect, alright. Alright, that was magnificent. We got him killed. So the troops are not going to fight for that much longer. Yep, they're already routing. Let's start getting the lancers down here ready to charge. I'm going to get you guys falling back. And now the archers have free range to just hit whatever targets they want. Killed the general and already pretty much eradicated their only cavalry, so that's great. Now we're just going to send the lancers down. Alright, that cavalry charge is going to pretty much cause these guys to rout. Should be enough to get them shaken. Yep, they're already routing.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Alright, let's go ahead and just pursue them. The archers are going to be a big problem. I gotta try to hit these guys quickly. I thought I told you guys to chase them. I don't know why you're sitting still. Actually, I forgot they got spear infantry. Let's get rid of this goblin band here. They're a big problem. We'll get you guys moving up. Yep, get you guys moving back up. Just retreat. Get out of there. Don't get stuck. I'm going to get Theoden lined up again. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and get Theoden down here to take care of these skirmishers.
Only half the enemy force remains. Now for ruin. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, that whole unit's been annihilated. These guys are running back in. Theoden, you're just going to go ahead and pursue them, because we can end it right here. Yep, just keep hitting this light infantry here. All we need to do is just wait until they're pretty much routed, and then we can hunt them down with the lancers. I feel like we got enough arrows. Yep. Oh, they're still steady. Yeah, they're still insisting on going after these Lancers. It's fine with me. How come we can't pursue them? What? That doesn't make any sense. The gate's wide open. Alright, I think it's time to send the Lancers after them. They're so few in number that they're not going to withstand a charge. See if we can still pick a few more off before the Lancers reach them. Where is Theoden? Come on, Theoden, get in here. Told you like a million times to get in here. Alright, this should be enough to pretty much annihilate them.
Victory will be ours.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, they're all dead. Perfect. Alright, now all Theoden needs to do is just chase after the rest of these goblins. Hardly matters if they regroup. They're so few in number, they can't really do anything.
Our men are in command of the city. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, that should be enough to end it. We lost 6 troops in that battle. Now again, this will trigger a doom stack from the goblins, so I'll need to rush as many troops over to Theoden as possible. Because this is really going to determine where the war is going to go from here. Alright, sacking is definitely going to do more good for us. And I will give this to the dwarves of Khazad-dûm as quickly as I can, but I don't have an emissary nearby, do I? Oh wait, I think I do. Eisenrun is still controlled by them, of course. Yep, Goblin Horde's enraged. I'm not going to build that because I'm planning on surrendering Khazad-dûm to the dwarves. Please tell me I got a diplomat nearby. No, he's still too far away. This guy still needs 3 turns to reach them. So I'm going to have to deal with...
Yes.
Yeah, all of my guys are still too far away, unfortunately. I don't have any diplomats in the area. I should have had this guy moving this turn, but it wouldn't have made a difference if I had him moving last turn.
Your will, my lord.
I can't even recruit a diplomat here. That's how annoying this is.
My lord.
Alright, just what do we do next? That's the real question. And where is that goblin horde? They must be hiding somewhere in these woods. I can't really take a chance here. Yeah, culture's at 38%. That's okay for now. I gotta get a spy out here to see if there's goblins around here anywhere. Because I'm pretty sure they're hiding somewhere in these woods. Oh, it looks like they went back.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, because it looks like the Dunedain are taking the fight to them. That'll keep them busy for a couple of turns. In the meantime, I can rally as many troops over
I'm gonna
to Theoden as possible. They don't have any siege equipment, that's the good news. And this Doom stat doesn't look too bad. I mean, like, most of this is trash goblin infantry. They won't stand against cavalry very well. The Black Pit infantry would be more of a threat, but again, with heavy cavalry, we can mow them down. Berserkers are a bit troublesome. The trolls will have to find some ways to deal with them, so yes, this will be a fairly high casualty battle, but I don't think it's going to be horrendous. Alright, let's go ahead and get this militia garrison set up. So this guy, I can get him talking to Khazad-dûm by next turn.
Journey planned out.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to get as many troops ready as possible for the next fight. Because this won't be easy. Yeah, I need a lot more troops. Problem is, I don't have a whole lot in the area at the moment. I could start by moving all of you guys out. I'll need to get the cavalry moving. But I might leave the Royal Guard behind because I'm dealing with a bit of a manpower issue at the moment. Alright, so I'm thinking the best thing to do is to get all of our troops into Khazad-dûm as quickly as possible. I'm going to get all this cavalry moving out too. As many as I can. You guys will go back over here too. I can still make use out of the Royal Guard. You guys will stay here. And who else do I have that can move up right now? Alright, that should be enough to keep public order in a decent place. It's going to be hard to justify sending these guys out. Because I don't want these guys getting attacked by this Doomstack. Could send you back into these woods here just for now, I'm thinking. Yeah, they'll keep you out of range of them. Might put you guys over here. What I could do is send these guys out for now and see if maybe this will entice them to head straight for us in these woods. Maybe they'll see a weak target and go after them. Yeah, I better get you guys out of there quickly. Alright, and if Theoden needs more troops, I got a catapult here for him too. I got all this other cavalry here for him. I just can't really send any of these guys forward. I could send the infantry forward. I could even send EUR forward too. But that would cause public order to go down the drain. So at the very least, let me go ahead. Oh, I can't get them all there. The catapult won't make it, but the cavalry will. Yeah, let me merge you over with maybe Theoden's troops. Yeah, this next battle is not going to be easy. I'm almost certain they're going to head for Khazad-dûm West, unfortunately. Almost certain of that. It'd be great if I could have one more turn to mobilize my troops together, but I know that's not going to happen. Still scrambling to get more infantry up here. It will take some time. Get another catapult here. We need more siege equipment, that's for sure.
Yes, my lord.
And then you'll continue making your way up north. Nope, we don't need mercenaries. Upgrade that to a town. What do we have here? Who's ready to go? Let's get you guys moving up this way. Actually, I might save you for later. I'm not in desperate need of siege equipment, not at the moment. Get you guys moving. Alright, and how are things looking over here? It looks like Dol Guldur is still besieging this area, so we're going to have to help them out soon. Probably best that we send our cavalry force up this way to deal with them this turn. I can get you guys up here. Yeah, I gotta start negotiating military access with them too, because this constantly bumping into the dwarves is driving me nuts. I'll get you guys moving too.
We can go no further, my lord.
And yep, you guys will go with them. Sending over as many troops as I can to help out Theodred. Edoras needs to start... Yeah, we'll start building the market here. We've got more troops lined up. And I'll get more of these guys going, plus a general and the Red Axemen. Why not? Alright, we're all good over here. No signs of any major movements in the area.
Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching quietly. Approaching.
And you guys will just head straight back to Entwyd. Get you retrained here. Perfect. I think I'll leave all of you guys here permanently. Because in case if there is another attack that comes in the area, I have to make sure I can summon an army quickly to help them out. This cavalry, however, I might move you up north. You guys for sure I gotta do something with.
Taste of my blade.
Yeah, take the safer road. I think you can head over this way. There shouldn't be any goblins or orcs in the area except here.
Your orders, my lord.
And then I'm going to get Theodred to group up with these troops over here. There we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with these Druidane hunters. They're not great. I mean, it gives me something to work with.
My lord.
I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste of my blade.
I need more spies in the area. I definitely need more spies.
My lord, by your command, we can go no
Uh-oh, the Dunedain and Eddard are now at war. That's bad news. That's really bad news. I was hoping they'd stay friendly neighbors for a long time, but if Eddard Luin's going to war with them, then that's going to really hurt us. We'll have to maintain some sort of alliance with the dwarves, but my biggest worry is that Eddard Luin will eventually expand to a point where they're a threat to final victory. They could end up becoming the next Enedwaith that I've seen happen so many times in previous campaigns, where they just expand like wildfire.
have a taste of my blade.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, nothing more I can really do this turn.
As you wish.
Let's get this Riddermark cavalry retrained, so we're not waiting on that. You guys will just build a leather worker, and then you're going to focus on smokehouse. Actually, wait. Yeah, we'll do sheep farming. Alright, so I'm going to retrain all of you guys. We got a general here that we can move around. Actually, I might have you...
Your orders, my lord.
I might have you garrison Durwath for now, because that'll increase our income a little bit, and then when the time comes, you'll take over for Eisenrun. Alright, and these Riddermark Axemen don't need to be here. Can I retrain you here? Yes. Let's go ahead and send you back up to Orthanc.
Yes,
There we go.
my lord. Your will, my lord.
Alright, and there's nothing more I can really do up in this area. This will keep the goblins occupied for a while. Next turn they may end up coming down south, but I have some more troops I can give them. Unfortunately, some of these guys are going to take a while to reach them. I think it's best that we start. Can we try to get some more troops in the area? That would be helpful. No, we can't. I can retrain the cavalry. Can I get some mercenaries? Bandits. Okay, well, that'll have to do.
Your orders, my lord.
I'll send the bandits over to help out in case the goblins try to threaten us over here. The one thing I could do now, because I have all these troops, I could just send all of them now to deal with the Doom stack.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, let me think about this one here. Let me go back. I'll have to redo all this all over again, but If we have an opportunity to fight them now, why not? Why wait for them to besiege Khazad-dûm? I'd rather just take them out now than give them the ground of their choosing. Alright, we'll say yes to that for now. Actually, wait. I'm gonna try that again. No, we don't need to build that Horse Breeders Guild, because that's not gonna make sense. I am very certain I'm going to sell Khazad-dûm, the rest of Khazad-dûm, to the dwarves, because I need the Khazad-dûm dwarves to do well. Eventually, what I'm going to do is prop them up to become a very powerful ally, because if I can give them all of Khazad-dûm and more territory in the future, I'm going to rely on them to be a buffer zone between me and Gundabad. That's my ultimate plan. Alright, so I don't see any point in staying locked up in here, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and get all the logistical stuff taken care of. Sheep farming, retrain. You're going to head up to Durwath for now. Gonna get you moving. Hire some mercenaries. Get you moving as well. Alright, and which place has the way station? I think it's Dunlardic that has the way station. Yes, it does. So which troops should we send over there? Probably I can only send the shield maidens, I'm guessing, to get retrained. Maybe the Rohan bodyguards? Well, the Royal Guard, I mean. Yes, I can get you both retrained here. I get the archers retrained, but not the shield maidens, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys in here then.
Yes, my lord.
You'll head back over here and get retrained. Build that catapult and some more siege equipment, because we're going to need it. Need you guys to keep moving north. You keep moving this way. You're going to merge over here with Theodred. And you guys will meet up with him too. There we go, perfect. And then you guys will safely camp over here.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, we're going to help out the elves at some point. But I got to send these guys back to Tirith Anduin. Send you back to Entwaid. I can get you both retrained here. And then I'm going to get another spy going in this area. Maybe Tirith Anduin would be better. No, I can't recruit one there. Actually, yeah, we need a spy here. I'll get one trained here. Alright, and then the rest of this cavalry, I'm going to start sending up north as well. Because we need to start sending a lot more of our troops to the north to help out the elves. Alright, and then our spy, you're going to come over here. Keep an eye on this river crossing. Send you over here to keep an eye on them too. Let's get this guy. I'm going to double check and see if I can't speak with the dwarves this turn. Maybe they have an emissary somewhere nearby. That would be wonderful news. They do not. So I'm going to have to send you guys over here then. At least by next turn you can start talking to the dwarves. The Khazad-dûm dwarves. Alright, so we're going to fight the Doomstack this turn just to rip it off like a band-aid. I don't want to deal with these guys for too long. It's best that we have all of our troops possible to make this happen. So looking at the ground here, probably best that we take... I'm guessing this spot might be the best. Yeah, this might be the best here. There's a little bit of a recess there. I think I'll go over here instead. Yeah, there we go. That'll help. I need Eomer. I need my Dunlending long spears. I'm going to merge you guys together. I need all these guys here. Everyone that I can possibly rally.
Your orders, my lord.
We still have room for more.
Combining forces. Hiding from the enemy. Your will, my lord.
Yeah, you're too far to really help. So looking at Theoden's army, he's got EUR, 2 units, actually 3 missile cavalry units. He's got 2 units of skirmishers, a lot of heavy cavalry. Lacking in the infantry, unfortunately, but there's not much I can really do about that. And I don't have enough troops here to really justify sending them over. I might send these guys over instead. Probably best that we send over more archers. Yeah, it's probably the best I can really do, is it? Oh, and of course, you guys are too far to help. Just an inch too shy to really help, unless you come in from another side of the battlefield. I think I might put you guys up in here.
By your command.
And then I'll put you guys over here to help out instead. I would have preferred to have more archers, but that's okay. Probably the best we can really do for the time being.
Your will, my lord. My lord. Orders, my lord.
Alright, I'll send the Riddermark Axemen. At least that's something that can help. Okay, so this will be tough. But once we eliminate this Doom stack, the goblins won't really have anything left to throw at us. Not near Cause of Doom, anyways. But the catapult will definitely be helpful. Not much of a height advantage here. I might have to send these troops back even more, but at least we've got a wide field to work with. And not as many trees as in the last battle, because that was kind of annoying. Alright, so I'll have to make use out of our missile cavalry. I'm going to put 2 of you guys on this side. EUR will lead the other ones over here. Yeah, we're severely lacking in infantry. It's going to be a very big problem. They're going to swarm our troops. So we really need to do our best to take out their most powerful units quickly, because if the trolls reach us, we're in big trouble. Infantry is going to be in big trouble if the trolls reach them, because I know we don't have anything that can really take them down, except these guys, and that's about it. Alright, I might use you guys to ambush some orcs, because the heavy cavalry is too slow to be moving around the field. We need to save them for when we can actually hit them when they're not expecting it. So hiding them in the woods would be a better idea. And get EUR up here. Theoden is going to start joining them up here too. And then the Riddermark cavalry, I'm going to keep you guys back here just in case. Yeah, I can put you guys together. Alright, that should be about it there. Let's go ahead and start moving you guys around. Now, they don't have any siege equipment of their own, which is good news. Because I know the goblins have some of the most terrifying catapults in the entire game. Okay. Where are my skirmishers? Yep, I need you guys to move up here. We gotta try to take out those trolls quickly. I want you guys... Yeah, you guys just start taking out that cavalry. That'll be good for you. And then over here, I need you guys to come over here and hit their cavalry quickly. Where are my skirmishers? I'm going to bring Theoden closer. And then you guys, I want you to see if you can try to hit some of these trolls right now. That'd be great. What's going on over here? Yeah, you're getting really close to that infantry. We need you to back up a bit. Yep, just hit the trolls. I'm going to do some light charges here against the enemy. Alright, these riders of the fold. Yep, hit that cavalry. Where's Eomer? Alright, I'm going to get Theoden to start charging these guys. Alright, powerful charge. We're pretty much wrecking their Black Pit infantry over here. That's really good. Oh yeah, their numbers are completely depleted here. Yeah, that's good. Let's fall back. That was a really good charge. Fall back. Where's Eomer? Uh-oh. Crap, Eomer's in trouble. Where the heck are my riders of the fold? Come on, guys, catch up. What's going on here? You guys are on that side. Hit those goblin archers. I need Theoden to just fall back entirely. You guys need to keep hitting these trolls over here. Try your best. Okay. I better get Eomer falling back a bit, because that's looking pretty dangerous there. Alright, Eomer should have been shooting this whole time. I don't know why that was disabled. I'm going to get you guys over here to help out against this cavalry. I want you guys over here to deal with the trolls. You guys fall back. My god, I'm spending all my javelins and we still haven't felled a single troll. I'm going to try to hit these berserkers really quick. Yep, you guys just fall back entirely. Alright, good charge over here. Alright, that was good. Now get out of there, Theoden. Get out of there. That was really good. Get out of there. Don't lose too much of your cavalry. Just get out of there. Don't stay. Get out of there. Yeah, there's not much I can really do with my skirmishers. Really wish I had my shield maidens here. They would have been helpful. I think we pretty much wiped out their cavalry, because now I don't see any of them over here. Yeah, they're just over here. There's like maybe 17 left, 22 left. Let's just try to take out these warg riders. You guys will just help take these guys out over here. I don't know where their other cavalry went. Maybe the other unit got completely wiped out, because I'm seeing a lot of dead wargs over here. It's possible they got wiped out, but I can't really tell for sure. Alright, just keep doing what you can. Alright, I'm going to get you guys to fall back. Just fall back to the infantry up here. I think you can just walk, honestly. Let's not tire you out too much. Get you guys to come back. Once we get rid of this cavalry, we can pretty much harass their infantry. In fact, Eomer can start coming in and really hit these archers. Once you guys have spent your javelins, just go ahead and start charging these archers. Yep. I want these warg riders completely killed off.
Now for wrath, now for ruin.
Alright, fall back. Fall back, Eomer. That was good. Good effort. I'm going to send these guys back. Need you guys to eventually come back. Hit these bodyguards. Alright, let's go ahead and just collapse on these guys entirely. I'm going to have you guys hit the bodyguards here. We're doing pretty well. We've already inflicted 25% casualties. Crap, that was bad. That was bad of me. Dang it. I was hoping to hit the archers. That was a stupid move of me. Dang it. Sometimes I get way too impulsive with this cavalry. Let's move, let's move. Come on, guys, get out of there. Theoden, I'm going to have you kind of line up right here. Alright, we pretty much eliminated all of these archers, so now we're just creeping up on their flanks from behind. Maybe we can kill off the general with a couple of charges. Alright, that was good. That was good. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. You guys get out of there. Oh, I still got some guys back here. Let's go ahead and hit these guys. Oh crap, the trolls are getting closer. Yep, get out of there, Theoden. Get out of there. Okay. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to really use my... Alright, I'm going to use my lancers to kind of pin them down first. What's going on over here? That's looking good. Keep hitting that bodyguard over there. You guys gotta come over here. Deal with these archers. Do I have any more troops over here? Nope. Alright, Lancers are gonna come in and hit these guys. We might be able to distract the trolls to go over there instead. And then when they're distracted, I'll send in the Royal Guard to charge them from behind. Or for some reason it's not working. It's not working, it's not distracting them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, my swordsmen are getting absolutely wrecked here. I think we'll be able to kill these guys off easily. You guys did an amazing job killing off those orcs. Great. Now go after this goblin infantry. Now, you guys did amazing across the board. You guys did absolutely amazing across the board. Let's get you guys out of there, regroup.
Now for wrath, now for ruin.
Alright, so my heavy cavalry is pretty much gobbling these trolls. That's really good to see. I haven't paid attention over here, so I don't know how the berserkers are doing.
We the enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Perfect. Alright, I think we pretty much destroyed all these berserkers here, but now the trolls are a major problem. Alright, you guys need to come over here. Let's try to get rid of... Yeah, you guys killed off all the trolls. That's amazing. Let's get... you guys to back up. Theoden, I want you over here. Royal Guard, I want you over here. We're going to start surrounding these guys and destroying them. Fortunately, the long spears had to take the brunt of that attack. But that's okay. You guys will pursue them. And then you'll charge down and get rid of these guys here. Yeah, it won't be long before they start running. Alright, let's get you guys set up over here. We're going to charge these berserkers from behind. Infantry's paying a heavy price here today. Black Pit infantry are finally retreating. We killed off all those berserkers a lot faster than I thought we would. Because normally those berserkers are pretty dangerous against mounted units. But I guess the charges were so powerful and simultaneous that it just wiped out the whole unit. Alright, we just completely dominated these trolls here. Only 5 left. And now we're just going to send in the last one to deal with them. One good charge should be enough to wipe out a couple more. Yeah, I've never seen cavalry be this devastating against trolls. That's another great thing about playing as Rohan, is that when you've got the Royal Guard and the Lancers, and you've got Theoden's King's Horse Guard, their charges are enough to knock out like several trolls at once or more. And then if you can swarm the trolls with your cavalry, they just won't survive. Alright, this was a very impressive battle. Who are we still fighting then? There we go. Alright, that's the end of that battle. We lost 144 troops. And EUR led the way with 304 casualties inflicted. A lot of prisoners taken. But the Goblin's Doomstack has got to be one of the easiest to deal with. Alright, perfect. Now, I believe the Goblins get another Doomstack as well if they are down to their last 2 or 3 regions.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
So I have to be very careful when I'm going to send my troops next. Public order is at 50%, which is already pretty bad. This is at 45%.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
I can probably send Eomer back this way, I'm thinking. That'll keep it in the positive.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to send all of my cavalry back. This might be enough to keep it in just a good enough place until Theoden can get there. Unfortunately not.
Yes, my lord.
He's still way too far away to help.
Yes, my lord.
60%. Even with all those troops there, it's 60%. That sucks.
Yes, my lord. My lord.
And I've got no one to really send at the moment.
My lord.
I don't think the spy is going to make much of a difference. Nope, not really. Ah, boy. Even with a huge army there, public order is still a nightmare. And I actually want to keep this region. I don't want to lose it.
March to exhaustion, continuing later.
No, fool. Send your emissary to me. Your orders, my lord.
This tower will
Yeah,
be
it's just too bad
vigilant.
Theoden has no more movement points. I have no more troops I can send over there. Not a single one.
Yes,
Can't even get mercenaries in the area.
my lord.
Alright, so with that Doomstack dealt with, that really helps us out. I would love to keep Khazad-dûm West. Again, it really just makes more sense to give it to the dwarves, because I gotta bolster the dwarves as a stronger ally. I am concerned about what's going on down here, though.
Approaching quietly.
Yeah, I'll have to send these guys over here to help
Your
out,
orders, my lord.
because that situation's looking
This
pretty
tower will
dangerous.
vigil over the lands. Have a taste of my blade.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and send these guys now to deal with them.
To battle.
Because this won't be too hard. Just have to look out for these Mirkwood spears. That's about it. These are their tier 2 units. Celeborn is still alive. That's good to see.
We attack. Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Okay. First things first. Let's get the missile cavalry ready. Get you guys separately. I'm going to keep all of you guys as your own group. And the general I'm going to keep over here. More than likely they're going to go after the dwarves, sorry, the elves first. That's okay. Alright, this will be a good charge. These archers will barely stand a chance.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Alright, fall back.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, the elves are going to have to break through over there. I'm going to start sending in my light cavalry. Right, you guys need to start throwing those javelins. I don't know why you're hitting these guys. Need you to hit these guys instead. Alright, perfect. Now come over here and hit these striders. I want you guys to hold off. I need all of you to come over here. Alright, big charge at these guys should be enough to get them running, hopefully. Perfect, we got them routed.
The enemy force remains.
Oh crap, nope, nope, bad idea. Get back, get back. Bad idea. Okay, that was very bad. Alright, where are my skirmishers? You can start hitting these goblins over here. Let the missile cavalry deal with the rest of these guys. And I'm not going to worry about the spearmen. The elves can deal with them. Alright, you guys need to go back, retreat.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, nicely done. We'll get these guys routed pretty soon. I'm pretty much out of arrows. So I'll send the rest of you guys against these slayers here. Because I'm not charging my cavalry into that. I've done most of the work already. But I will send you guys to chase these other orcs running away. Because I don't want them getting away. That would be silly. Go ahead and cut them off as quickly as possible. Yeah, they're gonna get away. Only because this map is so small. Oh, let's go ahead and speed things up here.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Apparently these guys decided to come back and fight last second. And now they're retreating again. That's fine. Alright, let's see if the Sentinels have had a bit of a reskin as well. Nah, I think they look about the same, right? Maybe the helmets. It might be the helmets. I don't think I recognize these helmets from previous versions. Still, they look pretty fabulous.
The enemy army flees the field.
Alright, let's go ahead and pursue these guys. We can hunt down the rest of them. Perfect. Killed off that war captain. And I'm not going to get in that volley there, so just let them run away. We're not going to get shot up by elven arrows.
We have won here today.
Only lost 30 troops. Probably took out over 1,000 altogether. Perfect. So we repelled that attack. We'll stick around here to help out the elves if they need it. Theodred will have a lot more movement by next turn, so he can help out the elves better that way. He'll get some reinforcements coming his way too. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with Theodred, other than to make sure that the Golden Wood stays defended. But let me just save this for now. Let's check on Southern Gondor. Gotta make sure Mordor isn't besieging any of these cities. Yeah, Gondor's sending a lot more troops down this way, so this gives me some hope. Might come back over here and take it back from Angmar. But for now, at least it keeps Mordor from occupying it. And I'm going to inch these troops closer to the front. My goal is just to make sure that if anything happens, we can help out. Alright, if the goblins start heading over this way, we'll be ready to deal with them. Now that we don't have that doom stack anymore. And I'll have to get off soon, because I am a little overdue to play some Palia tonight. Plus I had to wake up super early for my new job. In the training process, so I gotta be at the office at 7:45. I'll need to be in bed by no later than really 10:30. That would be the ideal time to get to bed. Alright, I'm not going to keep Khazad-dûm West as much as I'd love to. I lost 99 soldiers. That frickin' sucks. After fighting the goblins, of course I had to lose soldiers to, you know, rioting and disorder.
Yes, my lord.
All because I couldn't get enough troops in there to keep public order in a decent place. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. I can get some of these guys retrained quickly. We've got a strong presence down here in Osten Ethel. I'll have to merge a lot of these troops, though. I'm going to start sending you guys back down south. Actually, I think I'll leave you up here instead. Yeah, let me do that, because I'll have to get the cavalry moving quickly. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of these guys out of here. Yeah, what a dumb way to lose troops, just because we can't keep the place in proper public order. For at least one turn. God forbid, one turn, just enough public order for one turn. Because it's below 70%, I have to lose troops to rioting and disorder. Can't retrain anybody here either. Alright, so clearly I'll have to send back a bunch of these guys for retraining. I'm going to try to get as much of these troops back to full strength as possible. Alright, I'm going to get Aemir out of here quickly.
Yes, my lord.
So it's time to make the deal of the century with the dwarves. So I need my diplomat over here, so he's got to come in here first. And then you're going to talk to the dwarves. But before we do that, let's go ahead and destroy a bunch of this stuff. We'll get some money out of here. Oh, we get 18,000 from destroying this? Yeah, I'll do that. Can't destroy anything else, but that's okay. Oh, the Warg Breeder. Yep, let's get rid of that. Alright, I will give you the rest of Khazad-dûm. Okay? But I want military access, and I want Eisenrun. How is that very demanding? I'm giving you the rest of Khazad-dûm. All I'm asking for is just one rinky-dink settlement in Rohan. Do I really have to offer a payment to make this more enticing? Seriously. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I just don't get it. How is it that giving you Khazad-dûm West is not enough to justify taking Eisenrun? This guy's got to clear up my treasury. It's already bad enough I have to give you Khazad-dûm. Very demanding. How? Eisenrun isn't even on your list of territories. Alright, let's see. I mean, if I literally had to give him 50,000, that is just really weird. This guy is just not playing ball at all. I don't understand how Eisenrun can be so valuable to them. Demanding. God, this is awful. I'm gonna lose all the money in my treasury just to get Eisenrun? Oh boy. I don't know if it's really worth taking.
I accept this. Aye, farewell.
Yeah, that's awful. I don't understand how Eisenrun can be so valuable to them. Plus, Khazad-dûm West should be a clear winner for them. Yeah, I'm getting gypped on that deal. Honestly, I think I'm better off just selling Khazad-dûm. Don't bother with the territory, just sell Khazad-dûm and get Eisenrun at a later time.
my lord.
It's always good to see you.
Alright. Maybe 40,000. And then in return, I want Ice and Run.
We can agree to that. Well, that was
I mean, I might take that, honestly. That's not so terrible, but it's still... It's a lot of money just to pay for this one place.
Yes, my lord.
Also, I didn't get military access. Darn it. Ah, well. I'll just get it another time. Let's go ahead and get you guys moving up then. We need as many troops moving up north as possible. I definitely intend on keeping this area. So what I'll need to do... I've already merged a bunch of you together. We'll keep all the infantry here. I think I'll leave the cavalry behind. Some of these guys that I clearly need to get retrained, I'll send you back quickly. There we go. You guys will occupy this too. This will allow me to get all of my cavalry out of here.
Your orders, my lord.
Yeah, that should help out a bit. Still gotta wait 2 more turns for this militia garrison to be done. In the meantime, let me go ahead and get some spies going. We'll likely have to push for Tirthuin, unfortunately. And the goblins still have a great deal of strength up here to contend with. Alright, at the very least, let's go ahead and get these guys. I might merge you with some of these units here. Yeah, I can merge some of these units together. I can definitely justify that. There we go. I'll send you somewhere else to get retrained. But you guys are ready to go. Let's get you moving. And I'm going to put a couple more of these guys in this fort to save some money. Alright, everything's looking pretty swell here. I'll do a mining network there. Looking pretty good. Alright guys, and this is where I'm going to hang it for tonight. I might come back later tonight to play this. It just depends on how much spare time I've got. There we go. As for Ice and Run, I don't know if I feel good about spending 40,000 on that. That seems kind of silly. Because I know I'm going to need a heck of a lot more money to prep for the war against Olgador, so I'd hate to spend that much money just to get the Ice and Run. But then again, it's probably going to be the most enticing offer I can really make to the dwarves. Other than giving them 100,000 or more for that region, which would just be absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, my lord.
It's good to see you.
Alright, I will give you Khazad-dûm West map information. I want military access and no payments. I want Ice and Run. I mean, maybe they'll give me Rockburg. Would Rockburg be... Maybe I'll settle for Rockburg, honestly. Rockburg. Even that's considered very demanding. What is it here? Maybe it's because they have so few regions as it is. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. And then I will offer to make payment of 30,000. How's that?
I suppose we can agree to this proposal of yours. Aye, farewell.
Your orders, my
Alright, that's probably the best deal I'm going to get out of that arrangement. Let's go ahead and get you guys ready to move. I'm going to get all of you guys moving to this fort over here. I'll get you guys moving over there too. Actually, you guys can make your way back to Dunlardic. You'll come over here. Eomer, you'll take over here. Theoden will lead this army if need be. I know I can't retrain any troops here, but Theoden should be able to get on the move fairly soon. Yeah, because these guys won't be able to get that far. So I'll get Theoden's army back on the move. You've got plenty of troops here to work with. I'm going to send you guys up to this fort. In fact, I'm going to get this cavalry out of here. In exchange, we'll put a couple of you guys in here. There we go. And then I've got some more cavalry that I can give Theoden soon. You guys will occupy this for now. And you're making your way up. Yep, I'm going to send you up here instead. Alright. It's all looking good. Just head up to Beirig. And I'm going to get my new governor up in here. Build the standing stones. I think I'm going to have you build sheep farming for now. And then over here, yep, all of it's looking pretty good. Hornburg can start working on blacksmith. Let's definitely get that in place. And yep, you can upgrade that.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
Oh, I can get some cell swords here. Let's make that happen.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes. This
Alright, so we've got two new generals making their way up north. So I can have one take over for Osten Ethel and another in Ennen and Oded. That way I can definitely get Eomer and Theoden back on the move. Over here, things are looking pretty quiet. No real movements from Dol Guldur. That's good. I might get this cavalry on the move, just over here for now. Because ideally, we need to try to save on upkeep costs. I'll have you build a practice range. Actually, let's get an apothecary going here. It's a little expensive, but I want to make sure we're not going to be dying from plague.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, got a big elven army here. Good to see that. I think I'm going to leave the Druidane behind over here. I'm not sure.
Yes.
I'll figure out what to do with Theodred next turn and these troops, because I got to figure out what our next move's going to be. What we need to do with Theodred's army is that we need to start bringing the fight directly to Dol Guldur, like actually attacking their territory. Because then they'll be too distracted trying to repel us over here or maybe over here versus attacking the Golden Wood or the dwarves. But at least giving Khazad-dûm West to the dwarves, that helps out our ally a lot more. Yeah, they are allies. That's good. I'll get you guys moving over into this town here.
Yes, my lord.
I'm not sure what to do about the Dunedain. They are neutral with us. I know they'll never really go to war with us. But we have to eliminate another goblin army here next stream and then push our way to Tirthuin. And then once I take this region, I think I'll just give it to the Dunedain, honestly. Because once I do that, I can kind of fill in this gap here, march on against the Dunlendings, eliminate them entirely so they're no longer a threat, and then I'll take my forces back across the south against Dol Guldur, because this will free up a lot of troops in the fight against Dol Guldur. Alright, and you'll start building a blacksmith too. Or what is that? Leather worker. We'll keep these sieges going here. I'll check on these guys next stream. Might be able to help out Gondor take back this region, but I want to make sure they actually put it under siege first. I don't know how we're going to deal with Mordor in the near future. I feel like, for now, obviously we need to keep these river crossings under siege that the orcs never cross through. I could justify building a whole new army that can bring the fight to Mordor down here, just basically an army consisting of nothing but cavalry, and that's it. Would cost me a lot of money, but it could work. Yep, all that's looking good. Nothing else I need to worry about over here.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright guys, so I'll go ahead and save this again. Okay guys, well if you enjoyed that, just give me a follow as usual. Hope to have you on the next stream. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world.